Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to say right off the bat, I do apologize. I do have a sore throat. It's been with me for a couple of days now, but I'm tired of not being able to put out content. So we're going to do our best. So muddle on through with me. But today I thought it'd be kind of fun to look at 3 different Frankies. Now, of course, these are not all the Frankie Steins that are out there. There's many more. But these are the 3, technically 4, that I have. So I thought it'd be kind of fun just to take a quick look at them. Stay tuned as we kind of go over the difference. And I'd love to know if you are an original, a collector, or a Boo-riginal fan. So definitely stay tuned. Leave your comments down below as we take a look and compare these 3 dolls. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and dive right in and start off with the original Frankie. So this Frankie is from 2010. You can see here she does kind of have wide set eyes. She has glue seepage. That's always fun, right? Back in the day, Mattel used glue to hold the hair inside the face mold, inside the head here. And over time, that glue did seep out, causing nasty issues in the hair. So there is a way to fix it. I am slowly practicing before I actually work on Frankie's. I want to make sure I get that down pat. Kelly has been gracious enough to show me how that all works, and so I'm learning as I go, but I want to wait until I really know what I'm doing before I touch my OG Frankie. But you can see here that has, of course, caused some yellowing in her hair. The hair itself feels like there's wax in it. And it's kind of gross, not gonna lie. Now, farther down the hair down here, it's not as bad, but you can still kind of feel it. But like I said, it has yellowed the hair over time, unfortunately. Now, her face mold is a little bit different. Her eyes are a little bit more wide set. Otherwise, she's pretty much the same. She still has the same bolts in her neck, the same stitching pattern, the same earrings that we're used to. Maybe these ones might be a little bit more navy blue. I'm not quite sure. I have a hard time telling the difference between darker colors. But her outfit, and mine is a little faded, is the same. The belt is the same. The purse is the same. They really did do their absolute best to give us, again, what we had before. Now, the one thing I will say about mine came with a broken, the peg in the leg was broke, so the elastic was just kind of dangling. They do have elastic at their hip. That's what holds the legs together. And that was probably a really dumb move back in the day because elastic stretches out over time and the legs just kind of like swing loose, all that. Well, the new ones, of course, don't have that, but we'll get that here in just a second. But that is the original Frankie Stein from 2010. She, of course, did come with What's It. So you can see here's What's It from 2010. Super cute little dog. Love him. And then, of course, we do have her journal, too, from 2010 as well. So, you know, we basically got exactly what we got in the Boo-riginal. We got all of this the same, which I think is pretty cool. I have not compared the diary, though. So that might not be the same. So I will look at the inside here in just a moment. Now, of course, along with this $24 doll back in 2010, in 2022, they released a collector doll. The collector doll was $75 from Mattel Creations, Couture line. So, of course, everything's just a little bit more specialty, I guess, if you will, with her. She does not come with a puppy, which I was kind of bummed about, but she does come with a cute little book bag. But her face mold is different even from the pre-production and from the original. It is a little bit more elongated, a little more oval shaped, not quite so squared off. And the eyes are a little bit more set closer together, especially the irises themselves. So they're not like going off in opposite directions. We do have different jewelry, all metallic, a much different outfit, which I do love her outfit quite a bit. The belt itself is different. There's no like hanging down chains or anything. We have little fake zippers, little black pleather patches on her purse. Of course, we had the book bag. And then these really wicked boots that I absolutely love. That, the heel is the voltage charger and it moves. I thought that was pretty ingenious, so I do love that little touch there. Plus she does have a collector's stand, which I think is quite nice, and her hair is about 3 times as long. So now the hair on this one, of course, it's not glued in, so we don't have that glue seepage issue. I did wash mine just to straighten it a little bit because it was just an absolute disaster. I am going to actually straighten it here one of these days. You have to do really low heat on these, FYI, because I do want to clean this up just a little bit more because there's a lot of like wisps and frayed ends still on there. But yeah, so that is the Frankie Couture. Her face, I love. The eyes, of course, are the same color there, the blue, the green, just like the original and the new Boo-riginal. But the hair itself is a better quality. There's no glue seepage, and we do have a much better outfit. So I do love the Couture one. Now, we also then got the new Boo-riginal pre-production Frankie Stein. as a revamped re-release of the originals that they of course did in 2010. These just came out, all of it just a couple of weeks ago. This time around, of course, they did the hair right. They did not put any glue in there, so there's no glue seepage whatsoever. The hair is nice and soft. I absolutely love Frankie's hair. You can see there, it is supposed to be a clear elastic. I just didn't have any when I was fixing that one's hair. The outfit itself is exactly the same, only this one's not a little faded. I do love that, but the purse is the same. The stitches are even painted in the same spot, and she does have the Beetlejuice slippers that of course the first one does as well. These are iconic shoes. I absolutely love these. Now, the one thing I did notice between the Boo-riginal and the original, the stands are different. So I have a light gray stand with my original, and this was all original. Like the guy that sold it to me, it was everything that she came with back in the day. So we have a silver stand and a gray stand. So I thought that was pretty different. But as you can see, purses, look at that. I guess there's a little bit of a difference. The skull is a little bit better on the new one. I spoke too quickly. And then the skull on the tie is a little bit darker on the new one, whereas a little bit lighter on the other one. The earrings look to be just about the same. The bolts in the neck are in the same spot. These ones, of course, are darker. But if you look here, you can see the face is almost the same shape. The new one is not quite as squashed. The eyes are shaped differently on this one, and they go to the opposite direction. So like the left eye is going left, the right eye is going right, whereas this one, the eyes are looking forward. So you can see this one looks a little bit better at you, whereas this one's like, which way are you going? Pick an eye, just pick an eye. It kind of reminds me of Moana. In that crab's lair. I forgot his name all of a sudden. But yeah, you know, you can see the differences right off the bat when you do put them side by side. Even the shirt is a little bit different itself, but other than that, these gals are mirror images of each other almost. So I think that is pretty nice. I actually think I do prefer the Boo-riginal Cree Productions more. But there's a really good side-by-side of what happens when glue gets in hair and stays there for years on end. It is what it is, right? But I don't know if maybe this one, it fell off of her arm, because even my other original Frankie doesn't have it. But she does have that little wrist like a bracelet type deal. I can't think of bangle. There we go, on her on the Cree production, and this one does not. So I'm assuming that this one probably just fell off over the years. But yeah, you can kind of see the difference there, just even in the face mold alone, between the new and the original. Now, if you put the new and the Haute Couture next to each other, you can really see they did do a different face mold for her, and she has bigger eyes even. Well, and she's got rooted eyelashes too. So, I mean, you know, you're getting a little bit more obviously for the $75. She is $50 more than this one, but you know, in my book, she's actually definitely worth it. Outfit wise though, they did kind of bring back that same plaid color, which I think is cool, as well as the studded belt with the lightning bolt. I do love that they brought that back in. They did keep the same earring, just added a lightning bolt, and of course made it metallic, so I think that's kind of fun. They gave her a little bit more hair accessories too, some clips and a really cool studded little hair tie up there. But otherwise, her actual body itself is pretty much the same. So the stitching, like where they stapled her together, is the same. Legs, knee joints, all of that is the same. Hand molds are the same. Just you can tell right there the face mold is definitely different. Now, if we compare the Haute Couture to the original, even more so do we have some differences. But I mean, everyone's got to start somewhere, right? So I'm not saying the original is bad by any means. I love the fact that I have the original, but hello. So yeah, there you can kind of see the Haute Couture side by side with the original as well. So definitely, you know, each has their own characteristics and aspects that I love. That is for sure. But I do think that the Haute Couture is absolutely my favorite of the Frankies. But of the original and the Boo-riginal, I prefer the Boo-riginal. Now I do want to kind of look at the whatsits, see if there's any differences in them, because I haven't really had a chance to do that yet. And in all reality, really doesn't look like there is much of a difference. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit. He's a little bit more metallic. And this one isn't quite as metallic in his wings and in his studs. But otherwise, little whatsit is pretty much the same. Now let's take a look at the diaries. I have her comb somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. So again, they did do what they could to make it look exactly the same. This is the pre-production, this is the original. And if we open them up, let's see here. Oh yeah, see, like right off the bat on the first page, the original has this, so there must have been like an online thing where you could unlock more stuff. Let's move it over here. Oh, look at that, they are the same. Even the font is the same. So that is kind of cool. I'm glad they did kind of keep those things very, very similar. I mean, obviously, even if they are to rerun or redo something, they're going to make some changes. That's just kind of how things go. And obviously they did, because the face molds and everything are a little bit different. They always look like they're looking off into space. But nonetheless, you can see that there are quite a lot of similarities, but also some very vast differences there. But I just wanted to kind of quickly show you side by side the differences between the old, the new, and the collector. I do, of course, have a Frankie still in box because I just wanted one in box. Why not? This is my only Frankie Couture, though. She is absolutely beautiful. I love her to pieces. And then I do have another original Frankie. Her legs are even worse off than these ones are, so she's a rubber banded together up against her stand on a different shelf in my room. But of the three, yeah, the Couture definitely takes the cake. Why wouldn't she? She's a collector's item. Not that these ones aren't, but she was specifically intended for collectors, which is definitely what I am. So I do love my Couture Frankie. But I do, of course, adore my Boo-riginal pre-production as well as my original Frankie as well. So this was fun. I have no voice. I do apologize. I hope it gets better. I probably should stop talking so that it does get better. But I did kind of want to have a fun little video like this. The only other one I'll be able to do similar to this one is the where I can show all three is Claudine, because I do have an original Claudine, the Couture Claudine, and the Boo-riginal Claudine. I do not have an original Draculaura. There is no Couture Laguna yet. So I'll only be able to show like the three together of just Frankie and Claudine. Just an FYI. But yeah, so if you do have questions about these three gals, certainly leave those down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them as the best I can. If I don't have the answer, I will find somebody who can get you the answer, and then we'll go from there, of course. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. I do try to post daily, unless like this where I'm sick, where I didn't post yesterday at all. But I do try to post daily if I can. And we do have a lot of fun. It's not always Monster High, guys, I promise. I do Disney, I do Rainbow High, I do Shadow High. Just right now, there's not a lot of Disney going on. So I'm just kind of showing you what I have from other lines. And one of these days I'm going to do an updated Monster High collection video, because I have way more than I did on my last one. So it is a lot of fun. Anyhow, guys, like I said, do consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell if you do. That way you know when my videos come out. Hope you're all having an extra magical day, and we will see you real soon.